How do you handle a stress trigger? Someone does something, says something, texts something, and before you know it, your whole body's on fire. You can't focus, and you know if you respond the way you want to, it won't go well. So what can you do to downregulate your system so you can get back to a place of calm, and instead of reacting from a triggered place, you can respond from a place that's aligned with your long-term goals and values? Right now, I'd like to demonstrate 3 simple practices for helping you return to a state of calm, cool, and collected after you're triggered. These are breathwork practices, and you can do them anytime, anywhere. So right now, I invite you to join me in a tall breathing posture. You can be seated or standing, but you want to be facing forward, collarbones wide, and we'll mostly be doing nasal breathing here, as well as diaphragmatic breathing. So if you're not familiar with diaphragmatic breathing, I invite you to put a hand on your chest and one on your belly. And diaphragmatic or belly breathing is simply engaging the diaphragm by moving the belly in and out with the breath. So frequently we're breathing shallowly and rapidly in chest breath, also known as stress breath, but we want to slow it down. Anytime we notice that we want to slow down our system, the fastest way to do it is engaging in diaphragmatic or belly breathing. So you'll feel the belly move out on the inhale and drop all the way in on the exhale. So keeping that in mind as I demonstrate these practices, the first one is the physiological sigh, and it's known as the fastest way to recover after a stress trigger. There are even Stanford studies to prove it. So for this exercise, we'll simply breathe in a 2-part inhale through the nose and then big exhale through the mouth. Now we talked about belly breathing, but because this breath is so rapid, you'll really be breathing into your chest for this one, and then breathing everything out, drawing the belly in on the exhale. So it looks like this. Exhale to begin, and then through the nose with 1 big inhale, another big inhale, and exhaling it all out through the mouth. So one more time, it's inhale, inhale, exhaling it all out. So I invite you to join me for 2 rounds of the physiological sigh. You can exhale to begin and then one more time. Now that should help to clear your head, giving you some time to figure out what you want to do next. And if you still need some time to relax or a little bit more stress relief, the box breathing exercise I'll demonstrate next is a great one for this. Again, another exercise you can do seated or standing, and we'll be using a belly breathing pattern for this, as well as breathing in and out through our nose. The box breathing pattern is a 4-part breath, and so it's inhaling for a count of 5 through your nose, holding for a count of 5, exhaling through the nose for 5, holding again for 5. I'm using 5 counts here, so we want to make sure the breath is slowing down, but adjust to whatever your needs are. We don't want to force anything, so do whatever is comfortable for you, keeping in mind you want to slow the breath down as much as possible. So I invite you to soften your gaze or close your eyes, exhale fully to begin, and then we'll breathe in through the nose for a count of 2, 3, 4, 5, hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale for 5 at your own pace, hold for 5, exhale, hold to complete your final round. I invite you to join me for a demonstration of triangle breathing. Now, triangle breathing is similar to box breathing, but we're adding a hum, and the hum is a way to engage the vagus nerve. So you can do this instead of the box breathing practice if you find it more effective, or if you're particularly triggered, all three practices work great together as well. Now we'll move on to the last practice, triangle breathing, which is similar to box breathing in that it's a geometrically inspired breath, and this time it's 3 parts, 3 segments to the breath. We'll use the same counts of 5, the same diaphragmatic or deep belly breathing pattern as in box breathing, but this time instead of the exhale just being an exhale, we're going to add a hum, making it even more impactful as a breathing exercise. Right now you can watch and then we'll do it together. The first round is an inhale through the nose for 5. The second is a hold for 5. And the third is a hum for 5. So it goes like this. I'm exhaling to begin, then taking a nice big inhale through my nose. Nice deep belly breath for 5. Holding for 5. And then for my exhale, I'm going to hum for 5. That may have been longer than 5, and actually holding or humming for a longer period of time makes the exercise that much more effective. So you'll notice it wasn't a melodic hum, it was kind of more of a throat restriction hum, and that's what we're looking to do to engage the vagus nerve. Although if you like humming, feel free to add any tune you like for that part of the triangle breath. So right now I invite you to join me, and I'm exhaling to begin, and then inhaling through my nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, holding, 2, 3, 4, 5, and humming. I'm not going to hum this time because I'm counting, but you can end at 5, and again exhale, extending that exhale if you need a little more stress relief before going into the next round. Inhaling for 5, holding for 5, humming for 5. And similar to box breathing, when your attention wanders, just bring it back to the pace of the breath, and you'll want to continue this exercise for 5 or 6 rounds. So these are 3 of the most effective ways to downregulate a stress response on the fly, anytime, anywhere, and I hope you find them helpful. Please feel free to share this video with anyone who might benefit from it, and check out my website, elizabethborelli.com, for more mind-body bridge works exercises.